In Google Classroom, you have the option to ask your students questions. These can be either multiple choice questions or short answer questions. This video will cover multiple choice questions. On the classwork page, click Create Question. Once you've typed your question, over here you will need to change this to multiple choice. Your responses for students to choose from will go down here. Simply click on option 1 and type the first response. Click Add Option to add the next response. Continue clicking Add Option until you've added all the responses that students can choose from. Once you've added all the responses for your students, you can choose to keep them in the order they're in, or you can rearrange them. You can also add additional materials for your students. You can add something from your Google Drive, a link to another resource, a file from your hard drive, or a YouTube video. You also have a place to add optional instructions for your students. You can assign this to this specific class, select multiple classes, choose specific students from this class, change the point value, provide a due date and a time if you want it, and add a topic. If this is checked, students will see a class summary. They will not see how other students responded. They will simply see a quantitative amount for each response. Just like in all your Google Classroom posts, you have the option to post right away, which is Ask. You also have the ability to schedule as well as save as a draft. I'm going to ask right away. Since I used the topic of ELA, here's the question. You can see that it's indicated by this question mark. When I click on it, I can see how many students it's been assigned to in this particular classroom. Let's take a look and see what it looks like on the student side. On the student side, when they click on the question, they will see all the responses they can choose from, as well as a place to turn it in. They click on their response and they click Turned In. Once it's turned in, if you've left the option on for students to see the summary, they will see the summary here. As we know, only one student has responded, and this is the response they gave. Students will not be able to change their response once they've responded. On the teacher side, the teacher will see that one student has turned it in. It is still assigned to one other student, and the teacher will see the summary. The teacher will always see the summary regardless of whether students are able to see it or not. Once a teacher clicks on Turned In, they can see which students have turned it in. Clicking on Assigned will show students that have not turned in the assignment yet.